tyrant that you should trust, and you should let me run your life.
set series.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Blitz tournament, the Vainglory League Blitz summer season. It's day 3, and unfortunately there has been a delay in getting the tournament started as Hall Flames have decided not to show up. Very unfortunate because we wanted to get on into the action as quickly as possible, but when the first game of the day doesn't show up, then there's not much you can do. I am joined by the beautiful faces and voices that are Scoundrel and Tasty Bacon, and we have agreed to take it to Team Queso. Casters Reborn versus Team Queso in a bit of a show match, boys. Do you think this is a good idea, or are we going to get stomped, or what are you guys feeling about this? I'm going to get stomped. Tasty, I heard that you're pretty keen and confident that Mr. Keiko is going down.
Yeah, they're not that good.
There you go. Right. Well, we're just gonna we're gonna jump into draft here. This is purely just a show match, guys, because unfortunately we would have to sit around wait forever if we wanted to get on into the action. So we just figured we would have a bit of fun and play some games against Team Queso here. So big surprise, Dowsey going to be locking in Idris. Did you guys see that one coming?
No, actually, it's kind of a surprise to me. I didn't really
know Dowsey played Idris, to be honest.
Yeah. It's new
pretty
to me as well.
pick.
Pretty surprising pick. For the side of I could cheat and tell you what they're picking, but I'm not going to do that. I'll wait until Tasty Bacon locks in here. Scoundrel going for his CP Batiste. Tasty Bacon, last man standing. There's the fortress. So here we go, guys. We got our compositions rounded out. So for anyone who's joining and wondering what's going on, featured matchup of today: Halls Flames versus Team Queso to kick off the game. Unfortunately, Halls Flames didn't show up, so it has been a disqualification for them. But we are going to be, kind of just making up for it by doing a caster show match here. So it should be a lot of fun.
And Tasty Bacon looks to be very confident here. so confident in his abilities that he's actually not even going to be using a talent in this Blitz matchup.
That's pretty insane.
That is some real balls from Tasty Bacon, I've got to say. Scoundrel only has one talent for Batiste, so he is forced to use that talent.
Tasty Bacon actually doesn't have talents. He's also playing on about 400 ping because he's in Los Angeles. So just to temper anyone's expectations.
All right.
Very early on here.
Let's get PRZ, guys. We're going to kill him. Oh, so close.
I totally memed it.
Totally memed it.
I meant to do that.
Sorry, we're going to get the turret. Pretty interesting tactic here from the casters, as it's going to be Darkos jumping on Dowsey. Scoundrel in a bit of trouble. Lane's out there ordained. Dowsey in a lot of trouble. He goes down for the first blood of the game. And it's going to be everyone on Team Casters Reborn getting annihilated. And Tasty gets killed. No! It's a triple kill to Dark Ghost. Taka just annihilating him. Now they're going to run down the lane and look to take a turret. Who would have thought that number 3 Challenger Series team in Europe here is taking it in a pretty dominating fashion so far to the casters?
I'm just so surprised, to be honest, at the outcome of this game. This has been...
Oh, Scoundrel just got destroyed!
Just got deleted because I didn't respect the Kestrel. And it is Blitz, and I am just walking in to die.
It's Mr. Keiko's Kestrel, dude. Like, you can't not respect... Oh, there we go. I just found this information.
Dowsey just disrespected Mr. Keiko's Kestrel, as did the rest of the team. You'd think that for a team playing up against a total load of rubbish, they might be taking it easy on us, but it doesn't look like that to be the case.
No, it kind of feels like they're try-harding on us here. Tasty, you all right?
Yeah, I think they... I'm not sure if they realize that, they've already got the points for the win. They don't have to actually fight for these points. Like, they've been acquired. They will not be gaining anything by winning this one.
Yes. It's like they
this
don't
lag
want to
is also very difficult to play with.
I like that being the resident North American player, you've went for the Fortress pick. Oh, here we go. It's a fight breaking out. Dowsey just gets completely destroyed, but we're looking at Tasty Bacon, so you didn't see any of that. Scoundrel now in a lot of trouble. He walks into a scout active camera trap. He gets blown up.
Tasty Bacon with the MVP play, making sure that the casters don't get shut out.
Oh, a nice one, Tasty Bacon. Look at him just go. On his fortress. Is he getting more? No, he's just going to die, it seems. Currently.
Tasty Bacon making sure that we didn't get whitewashed.
Dark Ghost with the BM play, letting the bleed.
Oh no, they're
kill
taking a
Tasty Bacon
Crystal Sentry. I'm not even going to contest it, I don't think. That's so BM if they take the Crystal Sentry. Kill us like real men, Team Queso. There you go, that's what I'm talking about. I did ask for it. I'm in trouble. Oh, unlucky. Tasty Bacon doing his best to find himself a neutral objective. Oh, yes! Scoundrel got a kill!
Scoundrel gets the kills!
Incredible gameplay. Tasty Bacon
Incredible. About
to find a comeback for the boys here, it seems, as he takes down the middle sentry all by himself. What is this? Is this the caster comeback? Oh crap. No, Dowsy, no!
Oh, Dowsy. Throwing the game away.
Throwing the game. Who would have thought?
Did so much work to make
Tasty
comeback
Bacon.
happen.
They're just letting him take the Crystal Sentry. Dark Ghost could have contested it, but instead, he doesn't. It's 10-14, guys! If Scoundrel dies, it's game over. We have to save him. We have to save Scoundrel!
Oh,
Dowsy finds the kill! This is the plays! It's the comeback.
The comebacks.
It's the comeback squad, guys!
No, they're gonna kill me!
No! Tasty Bacon!
No!
Oh, Tasty Bacon goes down, gifting the victory over to Team Queso. That's
Scoundrel fed the least, so therefore.
Scoundrel fed the least. Tasty Bacon gained 9 points for the team, so looks like Dowsy is the weak link on this team.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought that the person who was trying to spectate and cast and play the game at the same time wasn't able to carry? Unfortunate things, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy that. We are going to cut it to a short break because we are moving into the next time slot. Hopefully the next team is ready to go. Yeah, unfortunately, just Horse Flames wasn't ready. They didn't turn up. So next up should be Middle Feed versus Audacity Gaming, and hopefully they will be here for their game. So stick around, guys. We appreciate your patience. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the VGL Summer Blitz season. Thank you so much for sticking around. Really do apologize for the technical issues. Well, they're not technical issues. They're just, unfortunately, our player issues as we had a no-show for our first game. So it made things a little bit awkward for getting things kicked off. Hopefully, though, we should be able to get into the action as soon as possible so that we can get these Blitz games underway. Just getting this last player added to the lobby of this match between OP Feed and Vain Gods. A Group 2 match here, so hopefully it will be a pretty fun one. I'm joined by Scoundrel and Tasty Bacon. It's Blitz, and talents are enabled. Scoundrel, do you have a favorite talent? Just realized I've muted myself completely and we've gone live, gentlemen. My apologies. So you missed my beautiful intro. It's been a bit of a whirlwind here. Scoundrel, we're talking about talents here in the Blitz tournament. Talents are enabled. Have you found out what your favorite talent yet is for gameplay?
I tell you two talents that I found to be pretty broken. Idris's rare talent, and for a small extent, Batista's rare talent. Both have been pretty good for me. So those two talents that I found a lot of success with. Basically, Idris, rare talent, you get the best of both worlds. You get both the immediate dash, or the teleport, or the blink, or whatever you want to call it, and you become ranged. So essentially, you can go ranged weapon power Idris carry. It's pretty dumb, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I've been experimenting with that. You see, some people like to go down the CP route, some with the weapon power route. Tasty Bacon, for you, it's got to be Fortress, right? Or weapon power Arden. Is there a good weapon power Arden talent?
Yeah, the blood for blood talent for Arden just flat out just increases the damage of blood for blood. And that one's pretty sweet. I really like the Fortress one where you get a wolf every time you use one of his abilities. I'm also a big fan of the Krull talent where his Spectral Smite becomes an AoE heal. That one's pretty fun as well.
Yeah, no, I think that the Spectral Smite one's pretty cool. I just discovered the legendary talent for Grumpjaw the other day, which allows you to basically swallow someone up and they stay in your belly for super long. The cooldown is even shorter than normal, and stuns don't release them. So seems like a little bit OP to.
Now that I think about it, it did remind me. I think my favorite talent is actually the Finn legendary talent, Raid Boss. It's just you can just walk around and really do whatever you feel like as Finn, because he takes 60% of the damage that he normally takes, and he gets 3% health regen per second.
Yeah, I've tried to kill a Finn. I've tried to kill a Finn with Raid Boss on, and it's absolutely ridiculous.
It's probably the most appropriately named talent.
Yeah, well,
it really is.
Let's look at the way that this tournament works out. We got this graphic up here on your screen that you can have a look at. Essentially, it is a group stage round robin, which means that every week all these guys come and play each other quite a lot, and then that will move into a single elimination playoffs. Every series is best of 3. Talents are enabled, and we've got this kind of special rule for the tournament, which is that if you pick a hero in a series, you can't pick the same hero twice. So if you were to pick Finn game 1, Scoundrel, with that talent, the Raid Boss, you wouldn't actually be allowed, or any of the members of your team, be allowed to pick Finn again for the rest of the series.
Yeah, it's a good way to shake up the best of 3 series that we have here. Makes it so that you don't get the same things over and over again. We get to see a good spread of talents, a good spread of heroes, tests the individual players' hero pools, and can see what kind of crazy Blitz compositions these guys come up with. So it's always really good fun to see the different levels of heroes that we see on Blitz, and also get to see a sort of exhibit of all the different levels of talents too. We've seen plenty of people play without talents. We've seen people play with talents. I think I've seen every Celeste talent on the Blitz tournament so far as well. So I think it's going to be exciting, and I've always enjoyed watching these Blitz games, especially with the high-level players that we have in the VGL Challenger League as well. They always bring something unique, a lot of mechanical outplays. This is kind of what Blitz is about, those team fight, heavy games where you get individual members.
Well, we have finally got the lobby ready to go, so we are going to be jumping into this game. Really do appreciate you guys sticking around. Unfortunately, took a little while to get into the draft as the match that we had planned to play was another no-show, 2 no-shows in a row, which is a little bit unfortunate. But now we do have this series. It is going to be OP Feed versus Vain Gods, and this is a team that made up of some notable names in the Vainglory community. Amir King, obviously, ex-pro player. TP is manager for SK. I'm not entirely sure what her role is.
I just thought she was like SK's mum.
SK's mum. There you go. We've got a pretty good set of heroes here. It's going to be Glaive, Kestrel, and Celeste for the side of SK. Lots of burst potential up against this Vox, Arden, and Batiste for the side of Vain Gods. Obviously, some great talents to come out of this as well. Have to see which one of these teams can take the series, though, Scoundrel and Tasty Bacon.
Yeah, currently in the season, OPF does have a 1-0 record. Vain Gods 0-1, so they're going to be looking to get themselves on the board. This is a pretty tough team to do it against, with the Amir King being in the lineup. You got to figuring he's going to look to try and steal the show.
So let's have a look what we've got here, Tasty Bacon. Amir King running the epic Glaive talent, means your stuns enemies caught in your blood song. Looks like TP's running the impact damage on the Supernova, and we've got no talents on Batiste, no talents on Kestrel, and the Vox is running the sort of popular rare talent, which gives you a very long range jump, and the Vanguardian, which we always tend to see on the Arden here. So those are the talents that we have run down in this first game. Amir King moves up here, looking for a fight, doesn't manage to get anyone. He is ordained at the moment, though, does get stunned up as he does get kicked at the very end. A big stun coming out from the Bloodsong, though. That is that talent in action as the ultimate comes across. Hitman now, the target, blocks out the stun. Hitman goes back in. Oh, the creeping wave fears Amir King away, but he survives with a sliver of health, Tasty Bacon. Man, that is what Blitz is in a nutshell.
Yeah, well, not quite, because nobody went down. Blitz is usually about fast and furious kills coming through. But we still might get some here. TP and gets DK Ares very, very low, but not able to find the kill. Amir King has returned. Afterburn's in, but the Vanguard, that's the Vanguardian that keeps him alive, and it will be Amir King going down for the first point, going over to the side of Vain Gods. And they're still looking to go underneath this turret onto TP.
Yeah, they are still looking to push here onto TP. Got the silence coming down. They're going to follow her up. She's getting pretty hard chunked at the moment, but they aren't able to get... Yes, they are at the very end. Blood Hitman takes a hit. And now it's up to Thanks for Elo. He does get atlased by Hitman. Amir King manages to pick up the first kill onto Batiste. And now it looks like they are going to clean house as Hitman starts to run away, but he gets stunned up by the Bloodsong. And that will be 3-2 right now in the overall score, Tasty.
Amir King using very ample use of that Bloodsong stun. Actually got the kill onto DK Ares by stunning him under the turret with the Bloodsong. So a really nice job by Amir King. But now he's going to be going in again, looking for some more. He's going to get another stun onto Hitman. Hitman is able to survive the Ordained, but Amir King is just going to eat it up, then gets feared right after. So he's sort of out of that, but Afterburns himself back in. They find a big stun onto Hitman. Nice gauntlet is going to separate the team. Here comes the one-shots. Amir King is in some trouble, somehow still alive as they trade kills one apiece.
And 4-3. These are the kind of games that we sometimes see in the Vainglory League, Blitz League. Very close between the two teams. Now there is some... I think DKA not quite with us at the moment, so it's going to be up to Hitman to defend this turret, clear those minion waves. Best way to defend a turret is by clearing the minions, not focusing the enemy heroes as Hitman dodges out a core collapse. Bloodman goes in. Big stun by Amir King. He looks to put pressure onto Blood Hitman, who starts to kite away with that massive jump. The silence comes out and silence is up. Amir King as well as he knocks Hitman away. Now that's going to be Batiste going down. Actually picks up the kill onto Batiste. TP did a good job there. The ultimate comes through. Nicely timed ultimate as Vox jumps straight into the team. A big stun from the Bloodsong again. And now they are going to look to clean shop here as Thanks for the Elo tries to push onto the turret. Amir King and Thanks for the Elo very low as they put pressure onto Hitman. He does dodge out the stun. And TP now looking to finish things off. Still not able to take him down. Amir King still not able to take him down. The gauntlet comes out and he saves his life.
And we're seeing the effect of those Helios, the talent, making the Helios stay on the fold longer. It allows TP to set up these traps, these basically minefields of Heliogenesis when you can just drop supernova after supernova. Hitman, very surprised he didn't end up going down, but here comes Amir King looking to engage again onto Blood Hitman. And they are going to be able to find some good damage, but no kills yet. 6-4 lead for the side of OP Feed. And they obviously want to try and get in underneath this turret. That's going to be Mirror King diving on in. The turret is destroyed in quick order. Now it's going to be Hitman and Blood Hitman again, trying to just defend as best they can. Hitman is going to go down, and that's Blood Hitman getting stunned up and taken out as well, 11-4.
And they're going to get onto the Batiste as well. Batiste taken very low, instantaneously blown up by Thanks for Elo, going for that very aggressive. This will end it indeed. 30 seconds remaining. That is the winning play. Emma King finally coming good with those afterburns here, Tasty Bacon. And it is a 15-4 scoreline, I believe. So a very, very dominating win over on A side.
Yeah, it looked pretty close, pretty even for the start, but eventually all of the stuns coming out from OP Feed. It was just too much.
Certainly was very dominant play. I'm pretty sure I remember from a while ago a tweet from TP saying that she is like the Blitz queen, that she hasn't lost for like, this was when Blitz was released, and she was boasting about her flawless record in Blitz. So if you play a lot of Blitz, I guess you could perhaps bring some strategy into the Six Scoundrel. But this is when things get a little bit exciting, is when these teams now have to switch heroes. They have to go on to something new. Some teams do design compositions which they play every week. Some teams, though, since this is blind pick, just pick whatever they feel like it.
Yeah, and that's the fun of Blitz, isn't it? You just kind of pick whatever comes to mind and whatever you feel like playing in the moment. Obviously, a lot of heroes become good in Blitz because of the talents that you wouldn't normally see on the House you Unfold otherwise. And I think you can make some really fun compositions work as well, because it is about just doing the most damage possible. And a lot of burst-heavy heroes are kind of favoured in Blitz as well, as you don't often tend to see elongated team fights, Dalsy.
No, certainly. Tasty Bacon, I love that Helogenesis talent, just making a minefield. It made it so hard. If a Afterburn knocked the team, knocked anyone basically towards that minefield, they got insta-gibbed. I wonder if we see a Celeste come out for the side of OP Feed, because for Vanegods, in fact, because there's some pretty good talents for Celeste. She's got that minefield, obviously. I love her 3-leaf clover talent as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Celeste is a very popular hero in Blitz because those talents are incredibly strong. There's also the legendary talent for her, the Galaxy Collapse. It causes, when you make a supernova, it causes other stars you have put down to go supernova. So you set up put down a couple of different Helios in an area, and then when someone is in the general vicinity, you just drop one, and it blows them all up. It does a ton of damage.
Well, we're just waiting on one of these players to come back here. Seems like everyone's having a bit of issues with staying in a lobby. I wonder where he's gone. He said he'll be right back. Oh well. We'll just unfortunately have to wait. Excalibur, you had a point there that you wanted to jump into.
I don't remember what I was going to say, Dalsy. I'm not going to lie.
Not going to lie. Okay.
I got sidetracked by the wondering where the gentleman has disappeared to.
Yeah, currently, thanks for Elo, has disappeared from lobby with a BRB real quick. In the middle of a series. Obviously, we like to jump into games as quickly as possible, but yeah, no, right now he is clearly not here. Apparently, his password is 55 characters long. So
that's an impressive password.
That would be a pretty impressive password. Definitely not hackable.
Until you get to like the 50th character and like you mistap and you're not sure if you
Right.
actually mistapped and you don't know which character you mistapped on.
Yeah, no, that's do you ever just attempt to backspace it to a point where you think you're safe, or is that too risky?
I mean, I've tried it and then usually end up with your password is incorrect anyway. So it's usually better to just delete the whole thing and just start it up again. But when your password's 55 characters long, I'm not really sure which one is actually the more viable option.
Yeah. Okay. This is annoying. Unfortunately, nothing really we can do when the players do disappear like this. If you guys are joining us, we do appreciate your patience. Currently a little bit behind schedule due to a no-show, or 2 no-shows in a row actually, which has kind of left us in a bit of a pickle. Hopefully we do get this player back as soon as possible, so that we can keep the show on the road. Shouldn't really be disappearing mid-series. Tasty Bacon, did you?
Yeah, I mean, they said they just had to relog. Like usually, it's just to fix like some minor like graphical glitch that showed up or something. But
maybe you want to like boot up Discord on your iPad or something. So you need to close the app down. Clearly, this guy.
The only thing I can think is like by relog they meant like they had to restart the router or something, because this is about how long it takes for a router to fully reboot and get you Wi-Fi signal again.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he said it was, that he had to restart his router. I don't know if we have Scoundrel back with us. He did disappear for half a second. We should be getting back into this game, and
just had to relog.
Either way, we will start the draft off, get into the action as quickly as possible. It is, of course, OP feed up 1-0 here, and different heroes will be coming out for each team. Do see that Glaive, Catherine, and Scarf locked in instantly, though, for Vanguards.
Yeah, well, I mean, Glaive was just very strong against them, so why not try running it yourself? Scarf, it'll be interesting to see which talent they decide to use for Scarf. He's got a few very, very useful ones. Mirking hovering over this Krull. Again, one of those heroes that has a couple of talents that look really good on paper, but most of them I don't really find to be that great in practice. Like his rare talent, I'm not a huge fan of. It just gives you a really big shield for a little bit. I would love to see him come out with the healing talent, though. I think that's a really, really fun talent to use.
Well, we are going to be jumping into draft. Welcome back at Scoundrel. Having a look at quickly at the heroes picked, is going to be TP playing a bit of Idris here. Should be a lot of fun. Amir King on that Cruel. Thanks for Elo on Catherine. Hitman on Catherine as well. We'll have to see if that Shockwave talent comes out that knocks people back rather than silencing. It's probably I like it, but it's never used, so I just want to see it used once. Scarf and, of course, Glaive as well. Leave it to you, beautiful gentlemen, to bring the action to the lovely folk at home.
Well, you're going to be in a bit of luck, Dalsy, because Thanks for Elo has locked in the legendary talent, Shockwave. Emma King choosing not to take a talent at... Oh, no, he has. He's taken Healing Smite. So he's taken Epic Talent for Glaive, where he gets the heal from it and gets a Crystal Power ratio added to it as well. Path of the Seeker, the rare for Idris. And we're going to have the triple split, or the split fire, the advancing guard, and it's going to be violent afterburn there for Glaive. So those are the talents that we have. Everybody has a talent in this particular game. As Emma King now moves his way towards having an Aftershock breaking point build. What do you make of that, Tasty Bacon?
Well, it's going to be very much about the Crystal Power, because with the talent he has, again, it makes the Spectral Smite heal all allies around him. It's very, very strong. You're not going to get a chance to use it right here, though, as he just gets deleted. Blood Hitman starting up that Dragon's Breath. Not really going to get much work done with it, but the TP and the Thanks for Elo trying to just get a return kill. Thanks for Elo's going to go down very low as they go underneath the turret. Maybe a mistake, as it is going to be a kill picked up, but TP gets traded back.
Not sure that the Shockwave talent was really good there for Thanks for Elo. Actually made it Emma King's job harder as he jumps in and gets a kill onto Blood Hitman. Now puts pressure onto Catherine, who walks away with the Storm Guard. Emma King now working towards what I guess would be a reflex block of some sort, or he might even be going towards a Storm Crown, which could be interesting. As Thanks for Elo has got coated plates on top of an Aftershock and a Crucible here. Emma King jumps in. Pressure onto daggers. Massive damage there. The Shockwave coming out as well. The extended range and the knockback there. Thanks for Elo. Trolling a little bit with his Storm Shield. Emma King is waiting in the sidelines. Jumps onto Blood Hitman, but does get afterburned away. As Hitman takes a little bit of punishment for it. Emma King now also going pretty low. I think that was a fountain coming through as TP starts to take damage here. No one's got a fountain on the side of on the side of the B side, so they have to be very careful. There is the Crucible, but they do trade 1-for-1 right now, and now Emma King really needs to use that healing smite to make sure he gets the health back, but no, he will not be able to, thanks for Elo now been pressured, but he will be able to make it safely to his turret.
Second time now that Mirror Kings tried to use that smite to save himself, and it came out just a little bit too late. The ability actually went on cooldown, but the healing did not come through. It's going to be actually going a little bit more towards weapon path for Mirror King, which again, just a little bit curious because you scale with crystal power on that healing, but I guess when you're not able to actually get the healing smite off, then it's not really worth itemizing into. But thanks for Elo, very, very low on energy on this Catherine, so is actually going to be recalling. Who recalls in a Blitz match?
Oh, Emma King is going to solo the Crystal Sentry here. He is going to draw the attention of DKA. And now Emma King is going to be versus this glaive by himself. He's going to stun things up. He's going to have to try and trade 3 points for 1 here. He doesn't get the smite, but does get it in the end. Trades 3 points for 1 kill. Now, it could be a trade here, but they are going to see Saw get stunned out of his ultimate. As OP Feed are put under pressure by opposition as Vayne Gods pushing their way onto this gold miner as DKA doesn't have Stormcrown, but is trying to solo it out with just the Sorrow Blade and the Tension Bow. TP not quite finding the mark with this Idris, as Hitman is forced away by the Chakram. Wait a second, that was stolen by Emma King!
Steals it! Oh, Mirror King steals the Central Sentry. That's 3 more points for OP Feed. Now they're looking for even more. Mirror King's gonna go low. Doesn't have the Spectral Smite available. Doesn't need it because he's walking away. Just able to heal up so much. Hitman doesn't have the damage. They're trying to turn this back around, but it's a big stun and another kill. Now they're gonna take the Crystal Sentry. This is looking so good for OP Feed now.
OP Feed should be able to just secure this, and they are 1 point away. Blood Hitman face checks. Not enough energy for Catherine to find the stun, but Emma King is waiting to make this happen. He jumps straight onto DK. He does have his ultimate, I think, soon. As he pushes on, does get killed though. Now TP's the target, doesn't have her ultimate, but she will be getting forced away. Probably wants to save it, or I think she's just used it. And then that's going to be a clean triple kill coming out for Vayne Gods. They are going to take the gold mine here. If they take the gold mine and the turret, they will level the score with OP Feed, and then it will come down to a final kill. This is going to be a very close set of affairs. Looks like Hitman's pushing very heavily onto this turret. Emma King has to be careful. If he loses his life and then they lose the turret, that's game over. Here comes the Scarf ultimate. Big range, but it should be Hitman taking so low. He is so low right now, and Emma King goes down. Emma King goes down, and he gives the kill over to Vayne Gods. Oh, it's a tied series between Vayne Gods and OP Feed, and Emma King not quite landing the button there.
So close. What a game. That one was extremely, I mean, it really literally came down to next point wins. Whoever got that final kill took the victory. So we are 1-1 tied.
Pretty exciting series.
They've got to have another restart, I believe, here, Dalsey. Another restart.
Another restart coming in. All right. Well, we'll have to see what that means. If he is going for another restart, then that means that we're going to be in for another 5-minute break. How much analysis do you think, Excoundry, you can do on Blitz? Being the analysis god that you are.
I mean, I've
set you up for failure here because you're going to say none.
You probably can, but I just think it's more fun to shout at the screen when Blitz happens.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I'm sure there are Blitz. I'm sure there are Blitz tactics and stuff like that. You know, I promise I just don't play enough of it. It's not a game mode that I consider that competitive. I do believe they are planning on releasing a ranked mode for it. So eventually it is going to become, you know, like a fairly competitive mode of which will have its own tactics and its own compositions and its own meta. But it's not something I'm particularly clued up to. The only thing I can seem to get the impression is good is anything that controls neutral objectives well. Anything that's really good at accelerating their late game. 2-item spike heroes are really good to get an early lead with because you have 2 items straight away. And obviously late game heroes generally trump early game heroes in most cases.
We're now eating into, I guess, the Blitz hero pool of some of these guys here. As each person has picked 2 heroes, which means every team so far has 6 heroes they've played that they cannot pick for this third game of the series. Tied up 1-1. Once more waiting on thanks for Elo to assumably restart his router so that he can try and get the best MS. He is experiencing some internet issues. Probably a little bit like you, Tasty Bacon, when we did our show match against Team Queso.
Yeah, at least that was, I knew there's nothing that I could have done to improve that because it's just distance at that point. But yeah, definitely, I can feel the pain though. I understand where he's coming from. And if I was playing in this game mode with money on the line, I would definitely want to ensure that I had the best ping possible.
So let's have a quick look at Group 2 here, because that will kind of give you an idea of where we stand for the points, I guess you could say, of these teams. Currently, top team is 400 Gamers with 2 points. Glucose and OP Feed both have 1 point each. Vanguards and Spitfire Esports are sitting on 0 points. So for OP Feed, a win in this series would put them onto 2 points, which would then kind of separate that pack and perhaps even tie them for first place. So I can definitely appreciate that. Thanks for the Elo is taking this as serial as possible, Excoundrel, so that they can get that second point, because you need to be at the top of your group so you can make it towards the playoffs and compete. I'm assuming, I actually don't know this, it's a little bit bad, but let me just double check the playoffs. I believe the playoffs are like a round of 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, round of 16. So the top two teams from the group advance, and for OP or Feed, a point here could put them in that top 2.
Yeah, obviously they would have been hoping to secure this, but didn't quite manage to get that last game underway. Just waiting for Elo to get back into the lobby, and then we can get this series underway. We should have really been on the third series, I believe, by now, as we have sort of 20-minute brackets for each one, but as it stands, we are now eating towards our 4th series time, which, given the luck that we've had, I suppose that's not too bad.
Yeah, I guess if players are happy sticking around, then we can speed through the breaks, just get teams instantly into the lobby and make sure that we're jumping into the games as quickly as possible. Thankfully, I say thankfully, I'm assuming that the next couple of series, because we've got our admin setting up the games in advance for us so that we can make sure the flow of this broadcast is a little bit quicker from this point onwards. Do really appreciate you guys sticking around though, as it is very frustrating for not only you guys but for us as well, and I'm sure the opposing team to be waiting around for a player to restart his router when that takes roughly the same amount of time as the Blitz game itself. But thankfully he is here. We can get this game underway and find out who will take this series between OP Feed and Vanguards. It's tied 1-1, boys, and everyone is picking their 3rd hero of the series.
Alright, so this is where things get exciting, because again, that's 6 heroes per team that are unavailable to play. You gotta start, reaching a little bit deeper and figuring out what compositions you gotta run. This is where a little bit of strategy comes in too, because obviously if you play just what you feel are your 3 best heroes in the first game, you can't play them again. So you gotta kind of balance it out, pace yourself a little bit over the course of this best of 3.
I quite like Grace's talent as well, but Lance's talent generally pretty good too. It depends which one you run, but the Githian Wool that gives you the shield generally tends to be the most popular, as well as the easiest to obtain. So that's sort of a talent that I expect to come out. Blood Hitman running Rona. We're going to see Samuel on DKRS. And Hitman 25 going to be running Finn. Interesting if he runs that Raid Boss talent.
Certainly.
I would love to see Raid Boss come out.
How good is Raid Boss? Like, is it so good that you just can't kill the Finn?
It becomes extremely difficult to kill the Finn. He's just all he has to do is just buy a ton of health. He just regens a massive amount of health every second and just takes less damage in general. So it really does become obscenely difficult to deal with him.
I mean, you don't carry with him, but
Yeah, that's true. I did play Weapon Power Finn in a game recently. He's got an Aftershock. We'll have to see how this one goes. Game 3, boys. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Dalsy. TP, on this weapon power fortress, not something that I would have immediately opted for, was I playing in this match. We're going to see, thanks to Elo, running the Tension Bow Crucible again. They seem to be opting away from Fountain, which I find interesting, because I always felt like Fountain was probably more useful in sort of a wide majority of situations. Going to see him. Carry on. Sorry, I just enjoyed the tasty completely. As thanks for the Elo, the Oblivion comes out big. Pull does get blocked. That's probably why you're seeing the Crucible. And Blood Hitman does get locked up by the Impale, but a lot of damage has already been done. Emma King now putting pressure on with that forward barrage and Suri Strike, but not landing a huge amount of hits. As he is dancing in and around the Vayne Gods team. Rona runs right in. Big stun on the Githyu wall, however. She does get locked up with another Impale, but a stun from Hitman means that, wow, it's going to be OP Feed running away at this point in time. This is a big win for Vayne Gods if they can get it. A Suri Strike in from Emma King. He does it to gain first blood, but the healthy team of Vayne Gods are still here to fight. As he does pick up one here for Samuel. Samuel is a death from above though, and Emma King is untouchable right now in this sky. Suri striking left, right, and center. The forward barrage comes out thanks to the Elo. Does have the tension bow. They just need a couple more procs, but some great dodging by Hitman is making it very hard. Forward barrage should end up finishing up here for Emma King, and he does end up getting the kill. Actually goes over to Lance here, Tasty Bacon.
And now they have to be careful. Blood Hitman coming in with more rage is going to be able to get spun up pretty quickly, but so much damage from Amir King is able to turn the tides once again. Here comes TP on that weapon fortress using the long claw of talent, which gives a ton of weapon stats, which is why you're seeing the weapon fortress come out. I believe it's like extra attack speed and just passive weapon power. Really, really strong, but now big force to cord going to pull the entire team in. That's the Rona spinning around to the red mist, but not able to find the damage. And that will be a couple more kills going the way of OPT.
So they've already started off well here, and you're right, that is the talent that makes Fortress pretty decent in a weapon power scenario. Emma King running the incredibly quick Sky talent. This basically makes Sky almost untouchable with the amount of movement speed she gets. Gets enhanced thrust, as you can see. Incredible movement speed when she's locked onto a target. That's a big stun. Puts pressure onto Hitman. Here comes the Drifting Dark from DKR. Is putting a lot of work down.
The talent almost makes Sky as fast as Grace at base.
Pretty crazy.
There's going to be Blood Hitman getting caught out by a death from above. He's going to drop, and now this is going to be OPP just running through. There's that movement speed of Sky. There's not much Hitman can do as just a lowly Finn.
They're going to push onto this turret here. That'll give them 11 points once this is completed. They'll be very close to getting a win in this series over Vayne Gods, as thanks to Elo starts to chunk down. Gone for a heavy steal as well, as Blood Hitman is knocked to the side as he jumps into the fray, unable to get him into killing position though, as thanks for Elo right now sitting on a bit of armor, also pretty tanky. TP also pretty much 100% weapon power critical strike, hasn't spent any of her gold right now. She's on 3,600 as Finn gets locked up, locked down, taken down as well. TP picks up the kill with this weapon power fortress. Looks like Emma King, great death from above, will silence and sort of lock everybody up out of place. And now it's going to be Hitman under the thumb. Emma King has been a saving grace for OP Feed this time around. They put a lot of pressure on, and that's going to be, I think, eventually getting a kill onto the Rona. But even if they don't, they should be able to finish the game with either just a gold mine or onto this crystal sentry, as they are now starting to put pressure on it. It's going to have to be a big defense here from Vayne Gods.
They're trying to make that defense. The Oblivion comes out. TP is going down very low. They get one kill, but the Crystal Sentry is down below half. All the OPP need to do is focus the Crystal Sentry, but they aren't doing it, and that's going to be DK Aries and thanks for Elo in a fight. Amir King trying to get isolated by Blood Hitman on the bottom side of this. This fight is all over the place. DK Aries nearly taking out thanks for Elo, but the shielding is coming through. Amir King finds the kill onto the Rona. Incredible 1v1 on that side. Now Crystal Sentry still going to be targeted. Amir King is about to fall though, and the members of Vayne Gods will stay alive.
1 point away from a loss here, but Time's Up will secure the deal. That will be OP Feed taking the win 2-1 over Vayne Gods in a pretty tumultuous series here, Dowsy.
That was
I definitely threw to him
pretty
way too
insane.
early.
No, it's sorry.
I'm going to say the same. I'm going to say the same phrase
I
again.
figure someone who does hosting would know.
I don't know how long it takes. I don't know how long it takes to end a Blitz one. I don't know if you need to look at the builds and stuff. Anyway, for what was a pretty tumultuous series, over to you, Darcy.
Thank you very much, Excalibur. I actually did take the throw instantly, but I thought my mic was muted, so I didn't take it verbally to you by muting my mic as it happened. But was a pretty turbulent series indeed. Emir King, what a god on that Sky. Definitely was the carrying threat for the team. Pretty insane stuff. We're going to speed things along, ladies and gentlemen. Try and get into the next series as quickly as possible. Will be Starcraft 2 and XL Gaming. I hear from our admins they are waiting in the wings, so a very short break to get into that. Hope you guys enjoying the action. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I told you it would be quick. We are back with the next matchup, guys. Starcraft 2 versus XL Esports. And you're going to recognize a lot of the faces here. XL Esports, if you've been watching the VGL Challenger Series, and you know they made it very close to making it into the Challenge Battles, were upset by Team Queso, who ended up securing the third Challenge Battles slot. Starcraft 2, well, obviously a popular title over in Blizzard Land, but also the home of Hundor, Kiana Nakoa, and Irons. So it's going to be a pretty fun matchup, I think, Scoundrel, to see some professional players go up against the guys who are trying to make it into the professional scene in Europe.
Yeah, very much looking forward to seeing these guys play. I know a lot of the players very well, and I think it's going to be really, really cool to see them go up against each other. I know they play each other on a regular basis in solo queue. Apologies if you can hear the Hoover in the background.
We can't, it's alright.
That's fine. The office cleaning lady is now just walking past my office, and unfortunately that is just what I have to put up with. Glad to see what they end up picking, and it's a very quick lock-in here for the side of StarCraft 2. Tasty Bacon.
Tasty Bacon.
Okay.
Oh, he is here. Hello.
Oh,
I am here.
Welcome.
I am here indeed. And yeah, Idris Batiste and the Arden. This is a very strong composition, both in Blitz and in regular games.
XL thinking a long time about what composition they want to go with. Nomad might be given his Lance, which, as a lot of people might know, is one of his best heroes. Cortez going to look in the Koshka, who doesn't really have a huge amount of great talents available. Now we're just waiting for Aroniak to lock his lock in, and it will be the Gwen here. So we have Gwen, Koshka, and Lance going up against the Idris, the Batiste, and the Arden. You'd say in terms of power picks for Blitz, in terms of talents, StarCraft 2 definitely have the edge right now, Tasty Bacon.
Yeah, definitely seems to be the case. Both of these teams are 2-0, so something's got to give here. We'll see how it all goes down and unfolds. Anything can happen in a Blitz match.
Is probably the longest draft I think I've seen, guys. Obviously, XL want to take this as seriously as possible, get themselves that victory. Like you mentioned, 2-0 in the group. See those talents coming out. Of course, it is going to be the rare talent for Idris every time. Hundo actually going down a weapon path build as well. I'll leave it in your capable hands, X-Scoundrel and Tasty Bacon, for this series between StarCraft 2 and XL.
I got a little bit excited there, Tasty Bacon. We have got the legendary Koshka talent here for Cortez, the one that stuns enemies in a nearby radius. We have got the skedaddling, and we've also got the reinforced moves for Nomad Vagabond. Super defensive start for Nomad. He's going full captain, it seems like, for XL.
Yeah, Vanguardian is the Arden talent that pretty much always comes out along with Path of the Seeker for the Idris. So we'll see. It is going to be the weapon Idris, the ranged weapon carry Idris. Blink available from the start. That's going to be a gauntlet going down, but a nice kicking wall will be pretty much stopping that aggression. Nice Pierce of Shade as well, in order to find some big damage on to this Koshka.
Big
Yummy Cannon Frenzy stun.
Gonna put a little bit of pressure on Piano here. He's going to be taking pretty low. First blood does go over to XL. Nomad doesn't land the Impale. That Githian Wall Shield doing some serious work for XL here. Cortez taking huge shield. Cortez gets a huge shield from Lance there. It's almost half of his HP shielded up, and XL taking the safe route back. Getting back to base. Gonna just sort of get all their health back through that mode, as Cortez is going to actually farm up these camps. He's really eager to get a huge input of gold here. You do get, I think you get increased gold from the jungle camps if you do take them on Blitz, so it's a good way to get a big gold income to sort of hit a item spike.
Well, not only that, but because of the way Blitz works, when one person on your team gets gold, it goes to everybody. So farming up the jungle camps gives gold to the entire team as well. So it's going to be really nice. Nice Ordained is going to stun up the Lance. Is trying to find a way to get in. That's big damage. Big Yummy Cannon Frenzy stun going to connect as well. And then now Iron's going to be the next target, and it will be an ace coming through. No ace buff in Blitz, but that is a triple kill going to Aroniak.
And that was a big ult from Cortez. I remember him talking to me about how powerful the legendary Koshka talent was, and I'm starting to see it here. I really like the way that XL are approaching this as well. They are waiting to bait out the reflex blocks and the crucibles. Double crucible coming through because they are so afraid of this Koshka ultimate, you feel. They're trying to bait out as many of those crucibles as possible before pulling the trigger with the Yummy Catnip Frenzy, or I think it's known as with the talent Slashy Catnip Frenzy. They're trying to bait it out so they can get the maximum impact with that, which is an interesting way of approaching things as Cortez puts pressure on and sort of grinds more gold for XL here, a 7-0 at this point in time. Now remember, this is Blitz. Can turn around in an instant, as it looks like StarCraft 2 are pushing onto this turret. They are going to take it, you feel.
Yeah, they very well should, but that's going to be a lot of damage come out from Cortez. Huge shield onto Hundor. There's that Yummy Cannon Frenzy again with multiple stuns. Hundor ends up falling. Cortez still dancing around inside this fight. They find a second kill, and Irons is going to be going down as well. So while the objectives are going the way of StarCraft 2, all of the kills are going to excel.
Yeah, and they only need about 5 more points, and not even 5, about literally 5 more points. As they're going to put onto this Crystal Sentry in the middle of the map worth 3 points, put them within 2 points of a victory here, which would put a lot of pressure onto the likes of Starcraft 2. Nice dodge. It's actually Cortez ticking very low. He got a little bit juked here, waiting for the big Githian wall shield that does come through, and Aroniac picks up a kill, and it's just going to be a result of 4 more points. They don't quite get the crystal synergy. Yes, they do. They need 1 more kill. Keanu Nikoa will be it. No, he will not, and it's up to Nomad Vagabond, who finishes the day with a dab stab from the roll. And now Nomad Vagabond and XL take the first game in this series against Starcraft 2. An uphill climb against some G2 members, essentially. What a game.
Pretty insane stuff coming out of them. That legendary talent on Koshka is very strong. You know, when we were setting up the Blitz tournament, there was the question of, do we enable talents? Is that, you know, going to be something that people find fair? And then when we decided, you know, it's Blitz tournament, who cares about if it's fair or not? We want to see all these crazy different talents coming through, and we want to see how strong they can all be. I think that talent is actually broken, and it kind of seems like XL have put a lot of practice into their Blitz gameplay here, really knowing their compositions here. So perhaps this could be a pretty big upset in the terms of VGL team beating a VG8 style team.
Yeah, I think it's the prerogative word is style. This is not the full G2 team. Obviously, they don't have the style roster with them on this Blitz tournament. We're going to jump straight to the next draft here, Tasty Bacon. See the change in pace that both teams are going to need to bring now because of that. Like we said, that rule that restricts teams on playing the same heroes in his second game and the third game if we get that far. It looks like StarCraft 2 have decided on their composition almost. They haven't locked in everything, but they are thinking about it right now, Tasty.
Yeah, definitely some ideas going around in their minds. It's looking like Glaive and Grumpjaw are likely to be picked up from XL, but the composition of StarCraft 2 is fully locked in. Glaive, Grumpjaw are going to get locked. And now their final pick for XL before we can get into this one. They're hovering over the Adagio. It will be Adagio going into this one.
Pretty strong compositions, I think. Adagio, Grumpjaw is like it's one of the strongest compositions in competitive play. We'll have to see what talents they bring out. Vox hasn't really seen much success here in Blitz from what I've seen, so I'll be interested to see if Hundor, obviously a very fantastic Vox player, can like make it work on the Blitz stage. Either way, I'll let you guys handle it. It is currently XL 1-0 up in this series.
Let's see where we go with the talents then, Tasty Bacon. Legendary Big Appetite on Grumpjaw. Lots of legendary talents coming out here for XL. It's going to be the Stunning Blood Song for Nomad Vagabond, and it'll be the Gift of Life here to XL Aroniac. We're going to see the epic Vox talent come through, which is the sound barrier. You get I think you get some fortified health, and it's actually going to be the legendary piercing one-shot, one-kill talent right now for Kestrel. So got a lot of legendary talents coming to the board this time round.
Absolutely, but already a first fight breaking out. It is going to be Irons getting punted into Aroniac. Quite going to have enough damage for Cortez will be there to get the kill, but that's going to be stuffed going out on to a member of XL. Hundor gets spit out into the Verse of Judgment, and it's already first kill found. Make that second.
XL have practiced these compositions, Tasty. They have got the synergy down to a T. This is the XL team that's been put pressure on that. So I think that's a stun on. I think they might have kept him in stealth though, so he's going to be all right to escape. But XL take a very quick turret here because they have got that Grumpjaw. Cortez tanks up the one-shot, one-kill, I think, but doesn't take any damage. I don't know. It look kind of odd there. And only actually gets stunned up. But he has to block it to the here as he gets healed through. And now Cortez doing his best to put pressure onto Hundor. Hundor will get stunned up the Blood Song. That is the Blood Song talent doing some serious work. He's going to knock Irons back into the turret. And XL take a 7-1 lead here in this game versus StarCraft 2. They are not messing around in Blitz, Tasty.
They absolutely are not. They are going full bore into this one. Keanu is going to be just rotating away, making sure he doesn't get caught out by Nomad Vagabond. But XL definitely bringing their A game into this matchup and wanting to be alone in first place in this group. Irons is going to get knocked back again by that Afterburn, one shot doesn't connect this time. Hundor is going to go low, but not quite going down just yet. It will be Nomad Vagabond likely to be the first kill, as that is going to be Keanu finishing that one off.
I'm going to get a kill in return, though. The big damage coming out from Roniak, and here goes Cortez. Going to get baited. Doesn't want to get step onto the trap, though. He does have the sixth sense that it's there. So looks like Roniak's actually going to heal the minion, as it looks like the stealth coming through from the... Oh, from the Kestrel. He does lack up with Roniak, and Keanu does put pressure onto Roniak, but the Gift of Life doing so much work here for this Adagio. And Nomad Vagabond is back now. Hundor gets stunned up on the turret, straight into the Gift of Life from Aroniak. And they are going to get a stun using the Blood Song onto Keanu Nakoa, who doesn't land the Kestrel stun. Does at the end, but again, not enough work done by it. And Nomad is back again to town with that afterburn. The stun's going to come through. This is cleanup duty from XL. Aroniak has yet to be killed at 2,000. Oh, sorry, not yet to be killed, but yet to be killed in that fight. And is now sitting on 2,400 gold. Super aggressive game plan here from XL, as Hundor really feels the pressure from Cortez.
And he's going to get stunned up by the Verse of Judgment as well and taken out. This is just really well played by the XL. They absolutely came into this one with a game plan and are executing it, firing on all cylinders. This is the time in the game where I say, as a team, you just group up and go for the enemy Crystal Sentry. There's no chance of it being stolen. The only risk you run into is if they can kill you, but you just need to kill it and you win the game. So just go all in, focus everything onto the Crystal Sentry and finish the game off. But you know, perhaps that's why I'm not playing in a Blitz tournament, because I would like to go for those risky kind of plays like that. But here we go, final fight perhaps.
Keanu Nakoa burst out by Cortez instantaneously. The Blood Song did get some great stuns off as Hundor knocked into the side. Cortez is going to finish him off with those big hitting crits, and it's just one more kill needed for XL to take this series 2-0. Irons Cortez backing. He chomps her up for the game-winning play, and that is a 15-2 scoreline for XL Esports. Absolutely crushing Starcraft 2 in this Blitz tournament. The tactics for XL working perfectly.
You know, I'm kind of upset that when you kill someone with a stuffed, like their body stays on the fold. Like their body should just disappear because you just ate them.
That's true. I think that that would be a nice little interaction. Cortez, though, big legendary talent coming out. He was finding some great things for that. I do like the legendary talent on the Kestrel that Keanu Nakoa played. I believe that's the talent that allows you to pierce with your ultimate straight through the entirety of your enemy line, so that you can basically get a 3-man one-shot kill. But in the end, for the side of Starcraft 2, they won't be finding a victory here. XL, very practiced it seems in Blitz, clearly have gone away Scoundrel and studied some of these compositions out and worked out what kind of legendary, what kind of rare, what kind of can't remember what's the middle one. The rare, the legendary, and sorry?
Epic
talents kind of work well together. And they do take that victory, so they now sit at the top of Group 4 by themselves. I'm hearing in the back of my headset, I wish I had an admin in the back of my headset, that the next series is ready to go. So we will once again throw it to a short break, make sure that we keep this show on the road. If you guys stick around, we'll be back in just a couple minutes with Historic Esports versus Rex Gaming. Catch you guys in just a minute.
for this Blitz game. Tova Doctor, easy to kill you. And from KTL have their own talents locked in, as we have talents on every side of the board here. It's Cowbury on the, I think it's the great, I love this Saw talent, the ability to get increase in movement speed the further and further you get spun up. I really, really like that talent. Makes him, you know, less of a liability, especially when he sort of has the longest range in the game already. I think he's got longest basic attack range in the game. So, you know, just having the ability to speed up on those spin-up stacks. Putting pressure now, there's the ultimate from Idris. He is going to jump away, gets Giftian Wall back into the team, and Lyra will pick up the kill with her sigil as they do manage to lock up at the sky. That is a very quick moving Saw as Cowbury. Just impossible to catch. That is Saw just absolutely decimating people. The weapon power Saw probably becomes one of the most valuable carries in the game with this particular talent. Very, very good stuff.
And not only that, but this Lyra talent makes her extremely effective against an Idris and a Sky, being able to move that bulwark as she moves. There's going to be them going in onto it. Tover Doctor, he's going to get taken down very low. The Fountain comes out to save him. And now they're going to try and re-engage. Lots of damage going down to the Saw. And throw out that suppressing fire, build up those stacks so we can get that movement speed and start stutter stepping around. It's going to be a kill going the way of Historic Esports as they do find no baseline. Will they find anything more here is the question, as they're looking for it.
Look by VG Pro being pressured here. Should go down to from KTL. Now they're going to push onto this turret. It is that weapon power Idris with the rare talent giving him that range. No Vaseline doesn't land anything here. Cowbury spins up to max capacity, but he's taking a lot of damage. The Quibble comes through and stuns him, but he kites backwards against the Finn. Doesn't quite get the kill now, and no Vaseline does have to finish him off with that Impale. And now from KTL and Tova Doctor should be able to finish this one off. The heal does come through from Lyra. There's the moving bright bulwark as well, and suddenly Sky from downtown finishes things off. I don't think this is going to be enough. There's the portal, and look, my VG Pro will be forced back here. 7-3 for Historic Esports.
They're going to have themselves a nice little lead here, but again, it is Blitz. Things can turn at any moment, so you can't really just feel comfortable with a lead unless you get very late into the game. We are 3 minutes in. Blitz is capped at 5 minutes, so it is going to be getting close to a do or die time for the side of Rex, and here we go.
Pressure on here, big. The Death from Above comes out, but that is Finn going down first. Doesn't manage to get the healing ready for the Saw. No Vaseline, and is now very low damage versus a super mobile team. But they did overextend just a little bit. Couldn't get through that moving bright bulwark, and no Vaseline is able to just regen back up with Look My VG Pro. 8-4 at this point in time. No one going for any neutral objectives apart from that turret that we saw go down earlier. Close game as it stands. Cowbury's gone for the breaking point, which he has finished, which will make him a big threat in these fights because Saw stacks that super quickly, and with the movement speed, going to be even more so. Fully stacked now, movement speed is up there, has got that breaking point ready to go, and Finn is a pretty solid target, although Finn's got that movement speed talent, so he doesn't become such an easy target. The Quibble does land, no Vaseline is forced to back away, the bright bulwark that is moving comes round. Here goes Finn. He's running into the fray. Does man a big stun onto Cowbury. Great Death from Above. Isolates and splits up the entire team. And now it is going to be from KTL and Tova Doctor chasing things down here, but they didn't manage to get those executing blows. Again, no Vaseline and Look My VG Pro remain alive and ready to battle.
Only 1 minute left, though. Less than a minute at this point. So it is absolutely the side of Rex Gaming need to make a play happen now, or the time will be their enemy. As 9-4, they need to make a lot of points up in a hurry, but Cowbury gonna be the focus target. He goes down, you gotta figure that's going to be game.
Historic Esports really putting down some incredible work here. The Sky talent coming through. 11-4 at this point. Look, my VG Pro is getting pressured quite heavily under turret here. Might get finished off as Tova Doctor comes through, but he does manage to escape, and the Cowbury is back from the dead, ready to reap vengeance. Hasn't hit any major item spikes apart from another bone saw, but he is very easy to take down. The major issue that I'm seeing has been those Finn Quibbles. Those have been hitting hard and putting a lot of pressure onto the saw. And now they're going to have it happen again. Big stutter step, but the Quibble does land, and Sky already massive Death from Above. Time is up. 11-5. Historic Esports take the first in the series.
That they do, X-Scoundrel. That they do, X-Scoundrel. Taking the first game in this series here. Didn't seem like the raid boss saw was enough to hold Rex Gaming into this game. I like the idea. I like the talent that Lyra brings to it as well, to try and allow the Saw to have full movement, full protection in the team fights. You know, obviously with Saw being super mobile, and with Lyra basically shutting down all mobility on top of him. There was a great thought there. It's just, unfortunately, it seemed for the side of Rex, they didn't have the ability to take down the Idris, who is essentially an assassin at range when you have that both divergent paths unlocked on your weapon power build.
Absolutely, he is a pretty monstrous carry when he has that rare talent locked in, and you already have those 2 item spikes hit right at the start of the game. Looking to get this game underway shortly, and then we're going to start it up, and we're into the draft already, the blind pick draft that is for this Blitz tournament.
Oh boy, Stars Esports pulling out the Ozo Finn Grumpjaw. Should be pretty interesting. Meanwhile, Rex Gaming, after just having lost to the Idris, are going to lock it in themselves, grab that Adagio as well. I think the Samuel they are, so likely to be the weapon Idris, and pretty much everyone that runs Idris is going to be using that rare talent to get the divergent paths unlocked, and so not really much of a surprise there.
We're going to head on to the Halcyon Fold here. Could be Rex Esports or Rex Gaming going out to Historic Esports. Historic Esports did have a pretty good run through the VGL Challenger Series. Didn't quite make it as far as they would have liked in the playoff bracket, but they have had a pretty solid result if they get a win here, their first of the Blitz tournament. Rex Gaming, on the other hand, they've got that guy that always beats me in rank, that Look My VG Pro, literally always beats me, so I'm actually hoping they lose.
A very, very noble reason for rooting for a specific team here, but it is going to be Finn actually running without a talent on Easy to Kill You, so maybe a little bit of a disadvantage there. Ringleader for Ozo, going to be healing nearby allies with his 3-ring circus. That could be very, very strong.
Yeah, and it's also going to be a shorter cooldown and lifesteal granted for Tova Doctor on this hangry Grumpjaw. There is a Crucible for Calvary, does have that available. Gift of Life is also going to be his talent, making his heals convert a small amount to fortified health. Has got a pretty good upgraded version of that as well here. From KTL jumping in. Just jump in.
Your first fight.
It's going to be our first fight jumping out. KTL taken very low. Healing comes through. Big fortified shield. But it's actually Tova Doctor really struggling to get into the fight as Oblivion peels back away from him. First blood goes over to Rex Gaming. So Ozo didn't quite get what he wanted to do. Did actually stop Calvary from channeling that Verse of Judgment, however, Tasty Bacon.
And he did actually end up getting the kill on to Look My VG Pro as well. So it's just a 1-for-1 off of that first fight. As I believe it was the minions actually finished off Look My VG Pro 4 from KTL. Early infusions going to be grabbed. I mean, infusions are so useful in Blitz because you already start off so close to level 12. You can get those infusions right away. It's going to be a Frostburn, and for the Eve of Harvest and Broken Myth for No Vaseline. That's kind of the go-to Samuel build in regular games. Celebrated here. That's going to be, wow, big damage onto Look My VG Pro. Absolutely deleted. And now this is going to be Historic Esports just jumping on through. Acro bounces. Going to be finding a lot of damage. That's a stuff to try and finish off this kill. Tova Doctor looking to get himself out from turret range is going to survive. And 3 quick kills picked up by Historic Esports.
Very, very good showing there from Historic Esports. Great team fight. Double Tyrant's Monocle now finished for Tova Doctor. That is the spike that this Grumpjaw weapon power build path kind of loves to have. Gives him as close to his 100% crit. I think it's a 70% crit. He's going to jump in. Big critical strikes coming out from Tova Doctor. And there is the Oblivion. No reflex block to block it up, but easy to kill. You can do all the body blocking necessary. Massive bangerang. And here comes the ringleader. That's the Verse of Judgment channeled. It does get blocked by the Crucible, and no Vaseline getting drawn back in here. Massive heals coming out onto him, but it is not enough, and now Cowbury is the target from KTL, should go down. The turret will finish him off, and now Doctor should get finished off by Look My VG Pro. Actually, it's going to be a straight-up potential triple kill. Easy to Kill You does start to walk away here, but that's going to be him sold, I think.
Yeah, he realizes that he's very likely just going to go down, so he drags them away from the turret. That's a smart move there, and that makes sure that they won't have as easy of a time pushing in, but they should still be able to take this turret down. From KTL and Doctor are here to defend. Turret goes down, and now the fight is on, but it's a 3-on-2. I don't know if the members of Historic Esports are going to be able to win this one. Look, my VG Pro gets so low, but the fountain will keep him alive and fighting from KTL with a big aggro bounce. Finds the kill, but just trades it 1 for 1. And right now we're looking at an 8-7 scoreline in favor of Rex.
I'm being told that Easy to Kill You might have played Finn already, but I don't know if he. I thought it was Rex that played Finn last time. I'm absolutely certain, are we? Oh. Ah. I did think that there was 2 Finns, but I thought Rex Gaming had taken the first Finn. Okay, well that means this game is voided then. Well.
Alright, well.
Dragged in. It's kind of diminishes the fun when we know that the game's voided already, but that should be free game going over to Rex. Maybe they just didn't quite get the memo, didn't realize they had to change up their picks. Going to be an engage by the Ozo. They're going to put pressure onto this turret. Should go down for them, which will give them a 10-point score. Not that it matters, because this game's voided. From KTL is going to get stopped up here. Here's the big ultimate coming out.
That's going to be a couple more kills going through, 1 apiece. Doctor is going to get chased down a little bit here. Is going to go underneath the turret. Time is up as they're going to get that kill. Doesn't give him a point, though, because you don't actually earn any points once the game is over. And, well, even if it wasn't a forfeit game, it was going to be a victory for Rex Gaming regardless.
It makes it a little bit easier, but yes, that should have been, regardless of what happened, Easy to Kill You picking Finn twice, or someone else picked Finn. I must have been.
No, it was Easy to Kill You.
Was it Easy to Kill You twice? Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, Easy to Kill You did actually pick up Finn twice. Unfortunately, I didn't notice it, considering I was doing 1,000,001 things here on the admin side of the tournament, as well as you know, trying to set up all the overlays, make sure that our next series is going to go underway as anticipated. But you know, thank you to the lovely Twitch chat who had our backs. I went back and double checked. It is very much so Easy to Kill You picking the same hero twice, and so that game will be voided. They have won the game regardless anyway, but if they had lost the game, they would have won it. If we had noticed in draft, we would have just ended the game immediately after they had locked it in and just played it out. But unfortunately, since we were so deep into the game, it didn't make any sense to do so. Let me just remind you guys of the rules in case you guys are joining us. It seems like Twitch chat knows, but I will just bring it up nonetheless. This is a group stage round robin tournament with a single elim playoff stage. The top 2 teams from each group will go through the playoffs, and teams are not allowed to pick the same hero twice throughout the series. So that is the reason why that game was voided. You can't pick the same hero twice in a series, and that applies to your teammates as well. That's not just yourself. If your teammate picks Finn, then you can't pick Finn as well. So it's worth noting. Obviously not too much of an issue for Historic. I think we'll give them the benefit of the doubt at Scoundrel, as we know how Historic are with communication and rules. But we will nonetheless jump into the next matchup here, get things back underway for this 3rd and final match of the series, and we'll have to see if Historic 1 has more heroes in the hero pool that they can pull out, and 2, if this is going to be the grand comeback of Rex Gaming.
I'm wondering if, because that match was voided, does that mean that they can pick the same heroes this game that they picked last game if they wanted to?
That's a good point, actually.
I would say no.
I would say we just allow the players to pick different heroes as if this is a game 3. I'm assuming they have done so. It's so hard to keep track. I don't have a notebook to keep track of the heroes picked, so I unfortunately
have they already picked Sky? Someone's picked Sky. I feel this series.
Who picked Sky?
10 seconds.
I think it might have been. The other team. Historic Esports.
I'll check now. I'm checking now. I got this.
He's got it. Tasty Bacon's on it with his stat sheet. He's peeling out the stats.
Yep. From KTL, played it in game 1. So Cobry can play it. There's no issues here.
Okay,
Trump
we're all
Draw
good.
was played, I believe, by Tover Doctor. So that's good. We're good. We're good. No one has a repeat hero in this game.
All right.
That is fantastic.
Good news. We're ready for Game 3. A Game 3 that will mean the world to both these teams. Getting that 1 point in their group stage could be a lot for them. Try and take the premier spot in Group 5. Over to you guys to bring the action of this final game of the series.
Forget playing at Vainglory Worlds. As I swallow and cough on myself. That's
Very,
a grand
very
intro,
attractive.
and I've screwed it up. But yeah, forget playing at Vainglory Worlds. Getting top of Group 5 in the VGL Blitz tournament is where we're at. That's what it means to both of these teams as they push on. Baron here for Tover Doctor from KTL running with the Crystal Power Fortress this time round. Here, Tasty Bacon.
Yeah, it will be a CP Fortress. The talent being used is still that Long Tooth, though. So just extra weapon power and passive attack speed. Not really going to be terribly useful for a CP Fortress, but if you get yourself an alternating current, you can make at least a little bit of use out of it. However, on the side of why am I drawing a blank? Rex. Yeah, we're seeing the epic talent for the Sky, the Raining Death, which gives you 2 charges on the Death from above. It's a talent that I think is really fun to watch.
Look, my VG Pro. Look, my VG Pro 2v1ing right now. Doesn't get the healing cap, though. Should go down to the Grace. And it is a 5-1 lead for Rex Gaming right now. I don't even know how this came about, but I think they might have got a 3-pointer somewhere. Did Look My VG Pro take the Crystal Miner by himself?
They had to have at some point. I was busy looking at talents, trying to see what everyone was running, so I actually didn't see it. Getting confirmation in our ear that he did. Easy to kill you and be able to heal him up with that Divine Intervention. Cobry, big shield getting earned here, and now it's going to be Tover Doctor, the next target. He will fall. Easy to kill you. He's going to be chased down. Nice Holy Nova, but it's just going to delay the inevitable.
And now they're going to push on to this Crystal Sentry, meaning business. Rex Gaming right now. Crystal Sentry will be focused and taken very, very quickly here. And they should be able to put pressure down. That's Baron with a big hit from the ultimate, but not enough to take out Cowbury. 11-1. They need just 4 points, Tasty Bacon, to get the victory here as the Fortress Wolves run amok.
And definitely kind of running all over the place are those Wolves. Not going to be accomplishing a whole lot, but it does give them a little bit of vision, knowing where their opponents are. Look, my VG Pro will get jumped on here. And Tover Doctor has those jump jets available. 3 rockets coming out when he uses those jump jets, but not going to be doing so just yet. They take a turret. That's 3 points back. Divine Intervention to heal up from KTL, as he was just a distraction for them to grab that turret.
So 4-11 now. It just requires one team fight now for Rex Gaming. As the Crystal Sentry in the middle of the map is being focused. Big Arnold Gauntlet comes down to over. Doctor taking damage! Damage for days! And that is going to be a cleanup by Grumpjaw as he stuffs up from KTL, who's getting killed right now. I apologize, he actually stuffs up. Easy to kill you, but it doesn't matter because it's a clean triple kill, and it just requires one more push on a global objective right now for Rex Gaming. Looks like Crystal Sentry will be their target, and with Look My VG Pro's build, the double Tyrant's Monocle and the Tension Bow, this should be an easy finish to the game for them as they take this series 2-1, Tasty Bacon.
That is exactly what it's going to be. They were actually delaying, trying to finish it off with the kill instead, but it is the Crystal Sentry that falls 17-7, as Rex Gaming will continue to keep their point streak alive. They tie SK Gaming at the top of the group, and unfortunately for Historic, they are still able to pick up a series victory in the Blitz tournament.
Certainly is true for Historic. They obviously had a grand run in VGL Challenger Series, making it all the way to the semi-finals, I believe, of the elimination bracket of the playoffs. So very respectful achievement for Historic. But here in the Blitz tournament, not quite being able to do the same thing in their group. Rex, as you mentioned, Bacon, do tie SK at the top of the group. Going to be very happy with their performance here. I'm just finding out at the moment, guys, if we've got a series ready for us straight after. It seems like there's been a bit of issue today. It must be a full moon, as some of the players just not showing up to their series here. We may have one more series to go, so I will throw it to a short break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll find out whether or not this series is ready to go underway, as it should be Skengmen Society versus Fate Reborn, if we can get this one underway. So fingers crossed to us that we do find out swiftly whether or not we are able to get this last series out. If not, then we'll just have to wait and find out, because there is a 4th series that happens right at the end of the day. So yeah, fingers crossed. Either way, we will throw it to a short break. When we do return, it will be hopefully this series between Skengmen Society and Fates Reborn. We'll see you guys then. Hello guys, welcome back to the Vainglory League Blitz Summer Tournament. Unfortunately today has been a bit of a no-show, so a lot of teams and players not showing up. We had 4 series left to go, well at least 4 series left to be played out, 2 series left to show on the stream, and somehow in all 4 series, every series has had a player short, which means that to make sure that we thank you guys for the issues that we've been experiencing so far in today's broadcast, we decided we'd do a viewer matchup. So we've got 2 teams made up of people who added Vainglory League, or people who already had Vainglory League and messaged that they wanted to participate in this. The 2 teams being Viewers Gold and Twitch Red. Very random names, randomly generated teams as well. Tried to balance skill tiers out a little bit here, guys, so that everyone would have the fairest choice. Everyone knows the rules. It is going to be a best of 3. It is going to be as well the same rule set that you can only pick a hero once during a series. So without further ado, let's give these guys a shot at winning 500 ice each.
All right, so we are going to be getting into the hero selection phase. We'll see what they decide to bring out. A couple of familiar names might be on there. Mirror King and TP, each going to be trying to represent their team of viewers. over at Twitch chatters, respectively. And so we've got all but one hero locked in. Now we have all 6 locked in. It's going to be Kestrel Alpha Glaive against Taka Grumpjaw Fortress. Lots of burst damage on both sides here.
Very, very interesting set of affairs. Issy going to be running with the Fortress. You imagine it'll be either a weapon power or sort of captain based, as you've got the Grumpjaw, which is probably likely going to go weapon power, and it'll be Calmboy probably going on the CP Taka. We'll have to see. Let's have a look at the talents that they've picked up here. Emma King has got the Epic Glaive talent, which a lot of people have said is very, very, very strong. It's going to be the Core Overclock, where you get the passive weapon power and attack speed for the Alpha, but we are going to see a CP Alpha coming out of him. It's going to be the Lifesteal on Hungry, Critical Wounds for the Fortress, where you get the extra crit damage, and Ranged Chitin, increased range on the Chitin ability here for the Taka.
Yeah, the increased Chitin range is always a fun one. So there was an update where Taka had this bug that basically gave him this talent before talents were a thing. It was pretty hilarious to watch those clips come out, but that is going to be first blood being picked up by viewers gold as they get themselves in and take down TP.
And Twitch, other color that I can't remember, orange maybe. Twitch red are going to be on the back end of things, as Emma King does have his hands on this glaive again. Big stun coming out from Emma King. Doesn't manage to land a good afterburn. However, the one-shot, one-kill will not connect, but Issy does get locked up by the Alpha as the ultimate comes through from Quazek MCD. He is going to be taking the turret here. Nice stun onto TP, but it won't be enough to stop her from getting the ultimate onto the Alpha and putting him into the turret range. Quaz actually managed to escape. TP does overextend here as Emma King gets another blood song. Big Alpha A coming out as well, and the hero does go down. That is going to be, I think, Kestrel picking up the kill here. Calmboy looking to clear things up though, and he is going to be able to pick up a double kill. Can't find that final kill onto UTEP, who is actually going to get focused and lock down. Massive damage coming out from Calmboy, and it's 6-3 now, Tasty Bacon.
Able to find a few kills. Now they're just a neutral objective away from tying this game up. Excellent turn of events here for Twitch Red. And they are going to be just looking for another opportunity very likely soon, as everyone from Viewers Gold making their way back to the lane. Here we go. Mirror King Afterburns on in.
Afterburns into the fight here. A lot of pressure going down. TP will be the first target. She won't escape from the Alpha, actually, who picks up the kill, and now it's Calmboy trying to find his position onto UTEP. That is going to be the X-Retsu, 651 damage coming down, but he has left his teammate to die as Emma King cleaning up house. He actually does survive for the moment, but not for long, and now it is going to be Calmboy versus Emma King. He is taking a lot of damage right now. That is huge damage, but a triple kill for Calmboy on this Taka. And they're actually going to make it 8-6. Calmboy putting in the work for his team, carrying on this Taka at this point in time. Clockwork, Shatterglass, Broken Myth build, literally zero defense. This guy, unstoppable.
Needs defense when you can dodge abilities with the Chitin and go invisible underneath the turret. This is where they could be in trouble. Convoy is going to get taken out. That's why you might want some defense, but it is going to be Izzy now with the focus. But Emir King with a nice afterburn over this Alpha is taken down very low. Doesn't have the perk up of just yet, but isn't going to need it as they find the kills that they require to go up 11-6. That's the ultimate used by Alpha though, so now it's going to be another 40 seconds before that infinite reboot will be available again.
Great afterburn onto Calmboy, just going to range Chitin away to dodge it up. He's going to use the X-Retsu onto a minion and eventually to his death. As Issy now the target, Emma King cleans that one, and now they just need 2 points for the victory. TP doing her best to clear things up. Sorrowblade is going to get the stun, or rather the Song Sorrow other ability, and they're going to pressure onto this tier 2 tower. This should be a quick and easy game over right now for Viewers Gold, and they take the first game in this series 16-6.
Very strong showing. Emir King able to set up quite a few kills. Convoy played his heart out on this CP Taka, but was just unable to do quite enough to even that scoreline up. So 1 game away now for UTEP, Quaz XCMD, and Emir King, 500 ice each.
That's exactly right. We are playing for the ice here in this viewers game, and it is going to be viewers gold taking that first game of the series. So if they can close out with one more game than each member of the team, of this randomized team, as random as I could get it and as balanced as I could get it, will be taking home some ice for themselves. Just going to remind the players, you can't pick the same heroes as your team played last game, so that they remember that the Blitz rules are still in effect. Good luck all, and we'll be jumping into the next match here, Excalibur.
Yes, we will, Dalcy. We are moving into this next match where UTEP, Emma King, and Quazex Command, I'm going to call him. Quazex Command is going to be playing for their chance at 500 ice each.
Just, we got really lucky, I think, that we happened to have logos set up for Twitch Red and Viewers Gold. It's
like this wasn't completely planned out.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, we planned this from the beginning of the day, Tasty Bacon. TP, did she play the Shockwave Catherine in her series earlier? Yes. I can't remember if it was TP who played it. Either way, I feel like it worked more against her team than for her team. We'll have to see how it plays out for Twitch Red in this series, as they require a win here if they want to stay in the runnings for 500 ice.
TP on the Rona, Carnboy going to be taking Glaive to the table, and Issy will be on the Scarf. UTEP locking in the sword. We're going to have Quazex Command on the Fortress, and Emma King going to be running with that Arden. Let's see where the talents end up stocking. Tasty Bacon, and is going to be the heavy hitter, your favourite, the Blood for Blood talent coming out for Emma King. He's gone full weapon power Arden. I believe that's just for Tasty Bacon. It will be the speedy spin up for the sword, the only talent I think worth using. And Quazex taking the long tooth, so talent syncing up to builds here for the side of viewers, Twitch, something. It's
not that difficult to remember. Twitch,
viewers gold,
and viewers gold.
Twitch orange,
red.
Got Twitch red. Got some stuff going on here, Dalcy. Some real stuff that we'd like here at the VGL Blitz tournaments.
Well, viewers gold are clearly going to win this one because they have a weapon Arden that pretty much guarantees yourself a victory. It's gonna be a gauntlet going down, trying to lock in anyone. TP does get stunned up by it, but now Mirror King diving deep under the turret, looking for Issy. He's gonna get this one. No, going a little bit too deep. Meanwhile, Twitch Red is able to find a kill onto Quazex Command, and it's going to be an easy cleanup onto UTEP as well.
Wow. Going to be turning things around here, our viewers gold. I think they've got a lot of pressure now coming out, or even Twitch Red. That's the wrong side, Kiernan. As Quazex and Command can't save that turret. Sorry, I just these names. Quazex Command is going to be putting on pressure onto this Crystal Sentry. I don't think he might be able to steal it. He's going to get pressured down before he can. This is a very try-hard move from the side of Twitch Red.
Convoy gets caught up in that suppressing fire. The Mirror King with that blood for blood, the extra blood for blood damage takes him out. And so they are going to be continuing to try and fight. The quick startup on that Dragon's Breath has a much shorter duration. So now Mirror King trying to chase in. Doesn't have a lot of defense though, and he is going to fall.
Going to be 1 point right now, but it doesn't look great for the side of viewers gold, as UTEP now going to be stunned up by a double stun. The Catherine and the Sorrow thingy majiggy as Quazex Command. Now the target also stunned up there. It is going to be complete decimation as Glaive gets consistent stun after consistent stun here with the cooldown build. It is very hard to get away from the AoE stun that Glaive has here on his Bloodsong.
For the record, Sorrow is not in Bloodsong at all. But it is going to be the Mirror King going down low, but it gets taken out. 14 now, just one more point. UTEP doing what he can to survive. TP gonna try and finish this game. Big stun will secure it. And 15-6, we are going to game 3 with 1,500 ice on the line.
Big money plays here, Tasty Bacon, Dalcy. My God. What are we even doing?
Can you believe it?
1500.
Can you believe it, Excoundrel?
1500
1500 ice.
Damn, baby. I'm gonna have to do a cinematic intro now for this bit.
All right, I'm ready. When you're ready, Excoundrel, I will get this game set up.
Okay. In a world plagued by gold and red, there lives a band of viewers ready to take on the challenge for the grand prize, set out by the King Dowsey of 1500 ice. Viewers Gold know that 1500 ice could buy them skins to keep their families going for over 6,000 years. But Twitch Red want to sell it on the black market. We are now down to the final brawl between Viewers Gold and Twitch Red, where 1500 ice is the prize for the winning team. Who will take it? Casted by Tasty Bacon, an Excoundrel who doesn't know any of the ability names in Blitz, and also by our wonderful host Dowsey. Viewers Gold, Twitch Red. Who will win?
And if Excoundrel casts the rest of the game like that, I think I would have to take a couple minutes off Excoundrel just to, you know, go sort myself out. That was pretty sexy to listen to. This is pretty big. The massive comeback from Twitch Red, very impressive. Looks like there might even be an Ozo locked in here for the side of UTEP. I'm excited. Are you excited, Tasty?
I think Excoundrel may have to solo cast this game because I just don't know if I can live up to the amount of hype and excitement that was just generated from that intro.
Maybe I just cast the whole game in that voice.
Go for it. I dare you.
Or I can cast it in my really posh English voice. Like you think I'm posh already, I can do it in my really posh English voice.
Alright, well, either Excoundrel casts with two different voices. One could be a play-by-play, one could be a color. And it'll be Epic Announcer American with his as a play-by-play and Posh British with his color casting. This game here will decide which set of viewers here, either Twitch Red or Viewers Gold, walk away with 500 ice each. Excoundrel, Mr. Announcer Guy, Narrator, and Posh British, take it away.
How about Posh British Announcer Guy?
I was going to do the height thing again, but I don't know if it works. Emperor King taking the backs right now. Tasty Bacon. The doubles are his priority. He is going to be getting the gold for his team. It is going to be Twitch Red over on the side that they started on, looking to pressure
the
Viewers
side
Gold.
Of their namesake, the red side of the fold. Here we go. First fight, perhaps going to break out. Nice gauntlet comes out. Is going to land a stun onto Amir King. Amir King is going to be using that forward barrage to great effect. Acro Bounce is coming in, and it is going to be first blood to the side of Viewers Gold. But now, can they follow it up? UTEP is going to go down low. That turret shot will just barely not take his life, and it is the first 2 kills going over to Viewers Gold.
Viewers Gold, quite the tippy-toppy there, but they do get taken out right at the last there by Issy. My goodness, what an incredible play from Issy there on the Baron. Tippy-toppy plays on the wicket here, as they do start to push down. Twitch Red already pushing into the turret right now. They've got that Baron. He's going to accelerate to the late game very quickly. What an acro bounce there, Tasty Bacon. I don't know if I can quite hold my excitement.
That's going to be a long-range acro bounce coming out from the Ozo. And now they're going to be looking for a little bit more with this Amir King forward barrage. Trying to go underneath the turret, maybe a bit risky. Death from above, just going to force them to split. It looks like everyone will be okay. 2 minutes in, and we've only got 3 kills on the board. Excoundrel, oh, that's a big forced accord.
He does, so he strikes straight into the wall there, Tasty Bacon. TP jumping in on this Arden. Gone full CP Arden. Humanist would be incredibly happy as UTEP doesn't quite manage to get off the bounce. Does have his ultimate available now. Can isolate a target if needs be. There is no reflex block on Issy, who is currently sitting on 4,000 gold, but does not want to leave this turret to die. Emma King takes so much damage. The jump in from Issy, the splash damage gets the kill. And Quasex MCD is going to be forced back, as is UTEP. Twitch Red 2-2 versus Viewers Gold right now.
And Issy is currently running without a talent in this Blitz matchup. So very bold move coming through from this Baron, but it's working out 2-0. Maybe talents are actually a bit of a crutch for everyone else.
Exactly. Talents. Probably much of a crutch. I can't even talk right now. Tasty Bacon, the Acrobats. Big Acrobats comes in. Issy goes down. What a leap from UTEP. As they put pressure onto this turret now, it's going to be Viewers Gold taking the first turret of the game, getting a 6-2 lead as UTEP now has to go back and join the rest of his team. Quasex Command also looking to buy up. He's gone full defense Arden as well.
This is a really smart play here from UTEP, setting up this Crystal Sentry. They take it down to about half health, so now when they engage, they'll be able to take that Sentry down that much easier. They have to be careful they don't do too much damage to it to make it recall, but the full fight is on. Amir King, Suri striking all around. Both him and Izzy are going to go down. Now UTEP and Quaz X Command are going to be in a 2-on-2 against Convoy and TP. That Sentry is doing work. And Tail's going to miss. TP taken down very low. And now that next level play from UTEP from Quaz XMD that was set up earlier, where they can now take this Crystal Sentry. 3 more points going over. That is how you play competitive Blitz.
Competitive Blitz. Tasty Bacon. Convoy is taken pretty low here, but will start to regenerate. Emma King waiting in the sidelines, probably to catch out Issy with a Suri strike and a forward pass. Emma King walks straight past. He doesn't even lock on. He doesn't need to lock on. This guy is a god. He does end up taking out Issy, and now it's just Convoy he has to worry about. The lock on is there. He can make a big Suri strike. Suri strikes right into the gauntlet. And there comes the death from above. That will be the kill going over to TP. And they will have a half lead deficit to have to claw back here. Twitch Red, not in the best position. Our heroes, our protagonists, our Viewers Gold team are just 3 points away from securing 500 ice each. Enough to feed a small village.
Not just 3 points, but also about 20 seconds, because there's going to be Amir King going in, finding 1 kill, 2 points away now. But the clock is ticking down, and it looks like Viewers Gold will be able to secure this one. 10 seconds remaining. Count it down with Big Scoundrel. 5, 4, 3,
2. Oh, it's over before we even got there. Woo! Lift off. 500 ice to everybody on Viewers Gold. Woo! Woo!
I had to hold my laughter back there since I was unmuted on your end the entire time. But wow, what a fun series that was. It will be Viewers Gold taking home this series. That means for the side of UTEP, Amir King, and Quasex Command, they will be all receiving 500 ice each. Let me just get those names down. UTEP, Amir King, and Quaz X Command, all winning 500 ice each, as we throw it back to our beautiful faces here to reflect on what was Scoundrel's tippity-toppity British accent more than anything.
I actually didn't do it properly. I should have done the proper one.
What's the proper one, Scoundrel? Go on, give it to me.
Okay, I'm going to do it. Right, ready. Oh, hello there, Dowsey. Lovely to meet you. I have just played a spot of cricket, and it was quite a sticky wicket. 2 slips a gully and a 4th man. I couldn't quite get it to the boundary. Now, Dowsey, I know you over there from our prison that we set up so many years ago over in Australia, but I think you're quite a fine gentleman, and our Yank over here, Tasty Bacon, doesn't quite do a bad job himself. This was a beautiful tournament. I cannot believe the pure exhilaration I have felt while casting it. And Dowsey, you, my man, you're the best damn Australian I've ever met.
Well, I don't know what he was talking about over there, but, you know, this guy's yapping on like a galah on crack. A little bit of a weirdo, have to say, but at least the baby's safe from the dingo. Guys, it's been an excellent tournament here. Obviously, these teams have had a great amount of time bloody picking up all of the ice in the world. They're going to be pretty proud of themselves. For myself, the Brit and the Yank, it is going to be time to sign out here. We're going to be coming back Thursday Arvo next week for another Blitz tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you next week, and hopefully we'll have some fantastic Blitz games to bring to you as well. Thank you very much. See you then.